Okay, I'm out here today firing my kiln. It's not supposed to rain. Skies look otherwise, but it's too late now. I'm up to about 1,000 degrees. I started this firing half an hour ago. I got a couple of changes made to my kiln. It seems like this kiln is an ongoing project. As you can see, I have a chimney now, a different chimney. What I was doing before was just kind of making a little makeshift chimney out of bricks, but I don't think it was high enough. This kiln has a little bit of trouble reaching temperature. It kind of struggles at the end to get at up to 2350. So hopefully with this chimney, there'll be some more draft, and I'll get there a little quicker. And this chimney just kind of it pops on and off of there. It just sits in that little groove, that slot in the back part there. So when I cover this up, I can just, pop it off. Literally just pulls out. Nothing else holds it except for gravity. The other thing I did was I got a proper regulator. I got this regulator assembly. It goes from 0 to 30. I started this firing at 1 pound for half an hour, and I just bumped it up to 2 pounds, 2 psi. And I'm going to let this go and see how fast this kiln climbs. I get a feeling I'm going to not be much more near, much past 5 psi when I'm finishing this up. But this gauge lets me more accurately keep track of how much gas is going in this kiln and at what time. And I'll put it on my little kiln log. So hopefully this new regulator coupled with my new chimney, I'll have some better firing results, better than the last video that I posted. All right, hopefully the next clip you see is me unloading something decent out of this thing. All right, thanks a lot. Okay, so I just opened up my kiln. I'll unload the shelves and show you what I got going on. So this first shelf is some celanins I did on some mugs. I'm very happy with the firing here. This is actually overfired a little bit, and I'll show you the cone when I take the next shelf off. The plates actually slumped. The rims on these plates, they slumped. And that one's really slumped. Right there. It's alright though. I'm still learning this kiln. These celanins came out actually really nice. This clay body's a little dark for me. I might switch clay bodies to another standard number. It's a little on the dark side for what I like. But other than that, it came out really nice. The celanins came out really nice on this load. So let me unload the shelf and I'll show you the second one. Okay, here's the second shelf. Celanins came out nice again. Here's the other two plates I have. The rims are, like I said, a little saggy because they're overfired. There's the cones there. 9 is way down, 10 is down, overfired. So my celanins, the glaze is a little thin on some of these mugs. It's thin in the bucket, so I'm gonna have to adjust that. And I'm getting better at glazing though, and I'm happy so far. Okay, here's shelf number 3. A couple of nice bowls, casserole, a couple of mugs there, and you can see the celanin on those mugs is really thin. Maybe I didn't stir the glaze and I dipped the top of the bucket on those, because those are really thin. And I have a couple of big oatmeal glazed bowls here. Let me go around the other side. So those bowls actually came out really nice. Alright, I'll get all this stuff inside and take a better look. Alright, so here's what I have. I'll show them to you this way so you can kind of see them. Mugs. A lot of mugs. Again, the celanin's pretty nice on them. So I'm pretty happy with these mugs. I'm getting better at glaze application. These mugs, have a pretty dark clay body. Here are the plates that I made. As you can see, they're a little warped and flat because they were overfired. That one's really flat. The rims sag down and they got a pretty good warp on them around the edge. The bottoms are flat. The glaze is nice. It came out really nice. So I'm happy with the glaze and the way the glaze fired. It's just the pots are a little overfired. This bowl is the blue glaze that I use. It's called Blue Jean. This glaze is foolproof, it seems. If it's applied well, you always get a good color on it. Never crazes, and it's pretty good glaze. So I'm pretty happy with that bowl. That's a nice bowl. These two bowls are my oatmeal glaze. It's a matte oatmeal type glaze. This glaze, however, crazes just a little bit. It doesn't matter what clay body I use, it always seems to craze on larger pieces. The smaller pieces seem to be alright, but the larger the piece, I get some fine crazing. Good for salad or decoration, fruit, whatever. Here's a small casserole I did, no handles. Celadon glaze on the inside. I just left it raw on the outside. I think that came out alright. Decided not to put some lugs on it. I made some other casseroles that had lugged handles, but both of the covers cracked while they were drying, and I threw some other covers, but they didn't fit, so I think I just tossed that. So that's not too bad. And here's the last one I have from this firing, just another Celadon bowl. So this one came out pretty good. I sprayed this Celadon because I'm not that good at glazing big pieces, so I spray it and it tends to come out much better. So this is a nice bowl. No crazing on this one, and has some nice iron spots from the clay body I use. So the Celadon always seems to fire pretty nice. As long as I get the kiln working well. The problem I had in my last firing was definitely the kiln shelves. They were too big. They weren't letting enough circulation around the kiln. So I cut my shelves in there much better. So I'm pretty happy with the results, and I'm going to do another firing, I don't know, in the next week or so, and I'll show you that one too. Thanks.